For 39 years, Coach Bob Zamora has been in between the lines at Capistrano Valley High School coaching baseball. League championships, CIF titles, and players he's coached into the majors. Those are only chapters in an incredible career. All that and now 702 wins, an amazing achievement. Today, Coach Bob Zamora shares his insight, love, and still to this day, the passion for the game of baseball. I'm Paul Higgins. This is Coach's Corner, and all the action starts right now. Hello everybody, I'm Paul Higgins and welcome to this edition of Coach's Corner. As you can tell, we do have a fantastic show, and it's such a pleasure to have Coach Bob Zamora on Coach's Corner. Again, 39 years ago, he started coaching at Capistrano Valley, and now 702 wins later, he's still at it. And also joining us today, 4 different players from the Capistrano Valley Cougars. The first player to join us is Connor Martin. He leads about every category there is on the batters, in the batter's box and on the base pass. He's had such a great season, and all 4 of the young men that you'll see today were sophomores going into their junior season for the 2017 season. So the Cougars will be back, right, Coach Zamora?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you were joking with me, and they said if I have another season like last year, they would do what? They wouldn't get rid of you.
You never know. Hey, you can't look at it that way, Paul. It's year-to-year contracts for me. You know, and so these guys are going to help me through the next couple of years.
Yeah, I know you are having still a blast coaching, aren't you?
It's fun.
Tell me about 39 years. When you look back at all the great times, you know, I mentioned in the open 6 CIF championships, 17 league championships, could have had more, but some team in red was in your division there for a while, in your league with the South Coast League. It's been a great ride.
Oh, it has. And these guys you're going to meet today, sitting up here with you, keep it that way.
Yeah.
They're fun, especially these group of sophomores. They're just fun kids, and they keep things in perspective. They have a good time, and they're good athletes.
No doubt about it. Connor, I know that talked about you know, such a great job in the batter's box this year, but do you know how special it is to be coached by this guy?
Oh, it's very special. It's like an honor just to play for this coach. It's amazing.
Your thoughts about baseball? You and I were just talking, Little League, travel ball. Why baseball? You're a big young man. I'm sure the football coaches are saying, hey, come out and play some football.
I mean, I grew up playing it. I had a natural love for the game, and I just got really used to it, and I fell in love with it. I love it.
You're such a young player, and you're the positions that you have are first base and pitcher. This year, what do you think you were most successful at those 2 positions?
Definitely first base, because it was less stressful, definitely, and I play first base really well.
Coach, what do you like about him, not only in the batter's box, but on the field, in between the lines?
Well, he doesn't get too high and he doesn't get too low. He keeps a good, even perspective, you know, and when he gets his base hits, he gets excited, but not too excited, keeps things in perspective, and when he strikes out, which is rare, he just keeps things in pretty good perspective, and he carried that demeanor all through the year. He never really had a down time.
Yeah.
He was always good in just about every game he had. He had a hit or 2 or 3, and he was consistent the entire year. That's a rare feat for a sophomore.
Often when I have coaches on this show, they pick their seniors, they pick their juniors. You've selected 4 sophomores. The future is now with the Cougars, correct?
No question about it. These guys, it's very difficult to bring up sophomores to the varsity. We as you well know, because you were here, you can count them on one hand in the 39 years that we brought up a sophomore.
Yeah.
My own son Peter, major leaguers. I mean, I can cite 4 or 5 major leaguers who as sophomores played JV baseball.
Right.
But this year, because of the class it was, we needed some support. And these 4 boys that you're going to meet today came up with the full intention of not sitting on the bench, but playing and participating. And Connor just happened to have a phenomenal year.
Yeah.
But he's 6'4",
right.
And we didn't make very many throwing errors across the diamond because he picked them off. He picked them in the dirt, and they didn't throw him over his head.
Yeah. Connor, is the game of baseball becoming easier for you, or is it becoming more challenging as you get older?
It's definitely becoming more challenging. I mean, the talent level is just increasing, and I just got to work at my game and keep increasing and getting better at it.
When they come calling, because they will, and Coach Zamora will probably field some of the phone calls, and I'm sure your parents will as well. When you go to play college, what position do you think that you'll be recruited at?
You know what? I really don't know right now, but I'm definitely thinking it's probably going to be first base because I think I'm a better hitter than I am a pitcher.
If you were to play another position besides first base and not pitcher, what would that be?
Probably third base because I'm more of a corners guy and I have a pretty decent arm, and I really like third base and all the action, the quick action.
What do you like most about getting in the batter's box? I mean, you're 6'4", you've got a tall frame. Some of the pitchers I'm sure that you face are not as big and strong as you are. Do you feel like you have that advantage going in?
I definitely do. I go into the batter's box knowing that like I have a really good advantage over them, and I get real confident, say a little prayer in my mind, and I just do my job from there.
Coach, kids nowadays are throwing in their 90s. I know they were, every now and then you got that, but it's not uncommon to find that. Your thoughts about that?
Well, we faced a pitcher from Dana Hills High School, Hans Kraus, who's outstanding, who has a 95-mile-an-hour fastball with an 89-mile-an-hour slider, who's an outstanding pitcher. I was really proud of my boys this year, all of them. We hit him pretty good.
Yeah.
I think we had 12 or 13 hits off him in 2 games, and we won 1 game, lost the other one, but I think the harder they throw, the better these guys like it.
Connor, if you were to say one thing about Capistrano Valley Cougar baseball before I let you go, and I'm sure we're going to do this again since you're going to be a junior next year, what describes Cougar baseball?
Definitely our hard work in the off season, and definitely just Coach Z leading us in the off season and in the season. That's just like the definition of Cougar baseball.
Yeah, well, it's quite an honor to have you here, and I know Coach thinks really high of Connor Martin. Good luck to you, number 3, right? You're going to keep that number next year?
Yes, sir.
I love that number. Connor Martin on this edition of Coach's Corner. Much more to come. 3 more outstanding players with the Cougars baseball team right after this.
Mission Basilica School, located in historic San Juan Capistrano, is a blue ribbon school focused not only on quality education but spiritual enlightenment, creating a learning environment that's second to none.
I love the feel of the school and what it brings.
They're wonderful kids, have great family lives. They are brothers and sisters once they reach the campus.
A blue ribbon school for academic excellence, located on the beautiful grounds of Mission San Juan Capistrano.
Hello everybody, I'm Paul Higgins and welcome back to this edition of Coach's Corner. Once again, we are at Capistrano Valley High School in Bob Zamora baseball field. Congratulations once again goes out to Coach Bob Zamora. 702 wins in 39 years of coaching here at Capistrano Valley High School, and he has more wins to come. One reason why is because the players. He is bringing all 4 sophomores. The new sophomore that's joining us on Coach's Corner is Ryan Daugherty, and he is number 2, a pitcher and also a first baseman, and plays in the outfield as well. Ryan, welcome to the show. Kind of feels like we've done this before, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, have fun, all right?
Okay.
you know, I asked earlier, I asked Connor about playing baseball for Coach Zamora, and you can hear what he said on the show, but what's that like playing baseball for this guy?
It's a blast coming onto the field, playing for his team under Capistrano Valley. It's so fun. He makes the game fun. Not many coaches do, but he sure does.
When you hear that, Coach Zamora, you've heard many things talked about when it comes up with your discussion about Bob Zamora and all the players that you've coached. That never gets old, does it?
No, the word fun.
Yeah.
Just keep it fun. You know, I'm kind of a serious guy, but I want these kids, because they know how to have fun, to keep it. I want to stay out of the picture.
Yeah.
Play good baseball, and if you do that, you'll have fun. And they do.
Coach Zamora never raises his voice, right?
Right.
Coach, now back in the day, I just remember this, weren't you a driver's ed teacher as well?
I was. At Dana Hills High School, I was a driver's ed
Any
teacher.
funny experiences out of that?
Oh, quite a few. I remember one poor student, we never left the parking lot at Dana Hills, and it was in those days you had to learn on a stick shift, and we bounced, my head bounced off the headrest quite a few. We never got out into traffic with that one.
Right.
And so.
You know, that's where I learned how to drive, over at Dana Hills in that parking lot. That's where I took driver's ed.
Yeah, so you knew.
Yeah. It was kind of.
But you got out in the street.
Yeah, I got in the street.
This one student never made it.
Sometimes I wish that I just Ubered everything. Ryan, playing baseball, why baseball? You and I briefly talked about, the talent that you have, but obviously you love this sport.
Yeah. My dad taught me my whole life. He played baseball at Chapman for like 1 or 2 years, I think, and so just being able, just having him there to teach me how to play. He was my coach for up until travel ball.
Wow.
He still is my coach for my travel ball team, and so just I love this game, and just for him to be there with me is a blast.
Coach, I'm trying to remember when he said Chapman. Who was the baseball coach when his dad was there? He was there forever, right?
You know, I don't know. Many coaches after the coach that I had, Paul Deese.
Yes,
so
yeah.
Who was the coach, right?
That's who I was thinking about.
No, he always brings up the name.
Yeah,
but
discussion for another
I
day.
mean, Tereshchuk, was it Tom Tereshchuk?
Tereshchuk, oh, Tereshchuk was there,
Maybe.
yeah, too, yeah. Great coaches. So, you know, the coaches fraternity around here is pretty special. And no jokes aside, I mean, you might be the longest running employee in the Capistrano Valley School District at what, 45 years, right?
Well, 43.
43,
Two in North.
because you opened Dana Hills.
Right.
Do you have? Are you guys good friends? The
Oh,
coaches.
the coaching staff. There are 10 in our conference, and 6 in the Capistrano Unified schools, and we're all good friends.
Yeah.
We're all very good friends. We get along. I mean, these guys will tell you there's no animosity between any of the coaches and the teams. You know, you can see that on the field.
Right.
The teams, we play hard, but
Right.
after the game, everybody's good buddies. I'm sure Ryan has friends on just about every team in the
bet.
South Coast,
Yeah.
don't you?
Oh yeah.
Ryan, Coach got his 700th win, and you played a key role in that game as well, playing left field. Tell me about that play that you made.
Yeah, it was. I came in the 6th or 7th inning, one of those two, with the lead runner on first, and ball down the line, and he rounded second. I just had to get the ball in quick, and he went to third, and we got the tag down in time and got that lead runner out.
And,
which was
now,
pretty
and,
cool.
and you guys went on to win that game 4-3 in extra innings. Coach, did that feel like any other win, or did that feel special?
You know, it was just what it was I love close games. It was an extra inning game. We were down for a long time. I think we scored 2 runs in the 7th inning, right, just to come and tie the game at 2s or 3s, and it just loved good competitive games. And we played well that day and came back and beat a good Trabuco Hills team who was in the CIF playoffs today.
Yeah.
And and winning a tight ball game with some great plays like Ryan's throw to third base to really cut down an instrumental run that they needed was just fun. Just
Yeah.
fun.
Ryan, not knowing, is it hard to hit a ball out of this park? Right now the wind's blowing. It took me like days to do my hair today, and you know, it's blowing. I told Coach, no wind today, but no, seriously, the wind blows
Yeah,
here.
it blows a lot. So the wind blows mostly out that way, so it's easier for a lefty to hit a
and you're
home run.
left-handed.
Yeah. So maybe next year I could get.
No maybes about it. He's
Oh,
being
yeah.
modest. He hits them out of here in batting practice with regularity. So
Right.
the next couple of years, his name's going to be on the board in that home run department.
Ryan, what does Coach coach you at best? I mean, is he a great hitting coach? Is he a great fielding coach? Is he everything above? Tell me about that.
Yeah, everything above. When we're just doing batting practice, he takes his time just to help us out what we need to work with, and especially when we're taking ground balls, he like right before this, he asked us if we wanted to take ground balls, and he would just help us get better,
Yeah.
which is awesome.
Before I let you go, what's your ultimate goal in the game of baseball?
Just to hopefully play college ball, and then if I can get farther in that department, I would love it, and if not, then do something with sports business or anything.
And Ryan, who knows, maybe you'll be coaching one day. I know your dad's a big part of that. You got this guy to lean on too. And again, for the second time, we didn't talk about your girlfriend. On the next show, we will talk about Ryan's other part of his life. Right, Ryan? No, I'm kidding, man. Bob wants to know. We'll be back with more of Coach's Corner after this.
Why go anywhere else for your remodel project when you can find everything here at Decor and Tile? Our expert staff has years of experience which is passed on to you whether you are a homeowner, contractor, or designer. At Decor and Tile, we make your project easy with our beautiful and unique showroom filled with tile, stone, decorative glass, wood tile, granite, and quartz like Pentel, Caesarstone, and USA Cambria. Find out why Decor and Tile is the most referred showroom in South Orange County. Come in, call, or visit us on the web today.
Welcome back to this edition of Coach's Corner. It's always nice when you have athletes that are smart. Our next athlete, also very intelligent, a 4.0 student, also involved at CSF here at Capistrano Valley High School. He plays catcher and also outfield. Number 7, Josh Solomon. So Josh, welcome to this edition of Coach's Corner. I can tell that Coach really enjoys having you around because you guys were just having an easy conversation. And Coach, that plays a big part when you're coaching young men, doesn't it?
Oh, it really does. These very mature young men, and that's why we brought them up. We had 4 sophomores on the varsity this year, and I picked these 4 particularly because, as you can see, they're at ease in front of a camera, and they were ready to participate in varsity baseball. Yeah. And that's not an easy thing to do because seniors and juniors think they're coming to take their jobs, which they were, and they were able to fit in and do quite well.
Yeah, Josh, you did a great job this year playing outfield and also catcher. If you were to have to choose, which would it be for next year? If Coach said, hey, you need to fill in the blank.
I would love to play catcher. That's been my favorite position all my life. I've played it ever since I started playing baseball, so that's definitely my favorite position too.
How tall are you? Because you're not a small guy.
I'm 6'2".
Yeah, 6'2". Yeah. You probably grow a little bit more, I'm sure.
I'm scheduled to, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. Your thoughts about that catching position? They say, and Coach, correct me if I'm wrong, that's one of the fastest ways to get into professional baseball. Is that true, Coach?
It is true. Well, pitcher number 1, but
pitcher number 1.
The positions on the field are pitcher's number 1, catcher's number 2, and that's the way it probably goes. And that's going to be a fast track, and he's a good one. He's got a great arm. He's fogged some people out that had great jumps on him. They got great jumps on our pitchers this year, and he just erased them at second base.
Josh, what do you like about that position? For me, I tried to play a little catcher, and man, you have to focus 100% of the time. Yeah. The whole bat in front of the ball and everything going on, and the focus there has got to be amazing. Plus, you are the quarterback of the entire team, it seems. Tell me about that.
Yeah. It's the focus part's definitely something to get used to as a beginner, but once you get kind of going, you start playing catcher like as much as I have. It's more of like a second nature for the focus part. But the best part about catcher is more of the fact that you're in every single play. You're calling the game. It's really like intriguing. It's like you're in every single play.
Do you get to call pitches, or does Coach Zamora or one of his pitching coaches call the pitches?
This year I got to call pitches.
Now, how challenging is that?
Last season on JV, the coaches called the pitches, but this season it took a couple games to get used to, and each pitcher's different, so you have to gauge who you're catching each time.
I absolutely love the fact that you do that, Coach.
Hey, I have to fight my assistant coaches on that. They all want to get in, but the fact of being here so long and having the winning that we did, it's really more important to teach the kids how to play the game.
Yeah.
And he needs to learn how to call the game.
Yeah.
And if he makes a mistake, we talk about it, and actually the pitchers call the game. He just puts down suggestions, but he's 4.0, so if he puts it down, it's a good 99% chance that that's the pitch that they're going to throw.
Yeah.
And we discuss it, and he makes mistakes, but he's only a sophomore, and there aren't a lot of sophomores in this county to get to call their own games, but he did, and he did a very good job of it.
I could talk to you about catching all day long. I'll try to sneak in a couple questions here. Is it more exciting to throw a guy out at second base, or is it more exciting to get a guy around in third and you tag him out at home?
I think definitely throwing out someone at second it's a lot more fun, but like the crowd cheering is more when the runners are when the runners are rounding third.
Sure.
You got the crowd cheering. It's like home plate. It's like you're saving a run. It's a lot of fun.
Your thoughts? I don't think people realize how tough catchers are and how much punishment you guys go through. I know when we watch it on TV in the major league level, it's almost a badge of honor when you guys get hit by a bat, a ball, whatever, that you shake it off. And really, some of these injuries that you get, they don't shake off very easy. Can you tell me about that?
Most of it comes back to the focus thing. It's if you get hit and it's going to hurt because it's coming at you pretty fast, a bat or a ball, whatever it is. It's more the focus thing, so you're already focused on what's happening next, so you kind of remove the focus and the pain's not really there.
Tell me about the relationship, Coach. I'm sorry. No, go ahead.
Well, I was going to interject in that game where the 700th game.
Yeah.
Very instrumental play. It was a runner came around third, late play. Correct me if I'm wrong here. but he had to take a late throw, and the runner never slid and just ran him over. Just knocked him right over, and there's a good chance that the ball could have been dislodged. Now, the runner should have slid. They called him out automatically, and they ejected him from the ball game.
Really?
But he held onto the ball the whole time, and I asked him if he was okay. He said, I'm fine.
Yeah.
And so it was a very, very clutch play.
Didn't get angry on that one, huh?
No, he didn't.
Can you tell me about, you just mentioned the umpire, can you tell me about the relationship that you have with an umpire? Because there has to be a connection there.
Yeah, there is, for
Tell
sure.
me about that.
It starts at the beginning of the game. It's sometimes, usually in high school, it's always the same umpires, so you know some of them. But for a new umpire, it's definitely the beginning of the game. You're just getting used to them. You're learning stuff about them, learning the zone and everything. And it's actually a lot of fun. Each game, I look forward to making a relationship with new umpires or old umpires. It's a lot of fun.
Well, Josh, I'm so excited for you coming up in your junior and senior season. Coach, you picked a good one.
Oh, I did.
Yeah, and congratulations on your work with CSF and also that 4.0 grade grade point average. Josh Solomon, number 7, the catcher and outfielder with this Cougar baseball team. We'll be back with our final Cougar on this edition of Coach's Corner right after this.
Why go anywhere else for your remodel project when you can find everything here at Tile? Our expert staff has years of experience which is passed on to you whether you are a homeowner, contractor, or designer. At Tile, we make your project easy with our beautiful and unique showroom filled with tile, stone, decorative glass, wood tile, granite, and quartz like Pentel, Caesarstone, and USA Cambria. Find out why Tile is the most referred showroom in South Orange County. Come in, call, or visit us on the web today.
Mission Basilica School, located in historic San Juan Capistrano, is a blue ribbon school focused not only on quality education but spiritual enlightenment, creating a learning environment that's second to none.
I love the feel of the school and what it brings.
They're wonderful kids, have great family lives. They are brothers and sisters once they reach the campus.
A blue ribbon school for academic excellence, located on the beautiful grounds of Mission San Juan Capistrano.
Hello everybody, welcome back to this edition of Coach's Corner. Once again talking Capistrano Valley Cougars baseball. In the coming season of 2017, expect some great things. As we've been talking about those sophomores, well now they're going to be juniors and they'll be that much better. Joining us now is Bryce Willits, number 9. His older brother Trevor is at Chapman playing left field for the Panthers. Coach Bob Zamora graduated from Chapman and I graduated from Chapman. Bryce, are you next?
I don't know. We'll see.
Well, your grade point average is way up there, so you got a good shot at going wherever you want, right?
I hope so. I mean,
yeah.
Coach,
what's the deal bringing all these smart kids, you know?
Well, that's the whole deal. You got to pick
Make
them.
you look smart?
Yes.
You're smart. Tell me about Bryce.
Oh, great player. You know, he saved 4 baseball games. Mr. Iceman is what Bryce Iceman, because he would come into games and, you know, in the last inning, up a run a couple of times early in the season. You know, he just comes in and throws strikes with good fastball and a good sharp breaking pitch that he can get over anytime he wants. And he'll get, if he doesn't get you strikeout, he'll get you ground ball or pop up, and you can count on him. And that was all year long.
Bryce, Coach and I were talking about it, and I said, well, what position does he play? Like, you know, he said pitcher, shortstop, and you heard me say, well, is it 70-30 shortstop pitcher? He goes, well, matter of fact, he can play anywhere. You're a ball player. Where do you get that from?
Well, I mean, I've played baseball my whole life, and with my brother and everything, we always used to play together, so I think him.
Is this game, I asked Coach and I asked your other teammates about getting harder. The competition's getting more difficult. How do you adjust your game to the competition?
I mean, yeah, it was pretty hard making the transition from freshman to varsity. But I mean, I just got to get better. I mean, got to put in the extra work, I guess.
Do you realize that he hasn't promoted a lot of guys as sophomores to be on the varsity team?
Yeah, I mean, it's a pleasure.
Yeah. I mean, what about playing for him? I know that you're listening to stories that we're telling in between the break, but quite an honor to be coached by Coach Bob Zamora.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, you look around the field and see all the banners. It's got to feel good to play on the field.
And Coach, I know you want to put up a couple more of those. What will it take in the 2017 season?
Well, it's going to take some good pitching, and that's why he's right here. And these 4 boys that you saw today are going to be the cornerstone for that team. They've
Yeah.
already got a year of baseball, varsity baseball, and they know what it takes now. And we've got them for 2 more years. So I'm really, for me, it's a year-to-year thing. But
Right.
I'm looking for 2 years down the run. I want to go out with these guys at
Yeah.
least.
Does Capistrano Valley Cougar baseball have tryouts? Is this a team that you have to make? Is it a cut sport here? Tell me about that.
Well, yes, it is. I mean, we do have to cut a few boys. I would say in the old days it was a lot more, but now everyone who comes in here is pretty polished because of the young scout teams, as you see over here, and the travel ball teams. People come in here prepared, so we only have to cut about 10 boys. So most of the guys who try out make the teams.
Yeah. And Bryce, I know that you have played baseball, as you mentioned, so you got a lot of friends that you play against. Is there a particular team that you enjoy playing in your early career here at Capistrano Valley?
I enjoy playing against El Toro and Tribuco because I went to elementary school with a lot of the boys on those teams, so it's always fun to play them.
And Coach got his 700th win against Tribuco Hills.
Yeah.
Tell me about that game.
Well, I mean, it was especially fun for me because I got the win on the mound. So it's got to feel good.
Who's got that game ball?
I think actually.
Tell somebody has that game
ball.
Yeah,
Mitchell Nikovich actually has that ball.
There you go. Did you sign it, Coach?
I don't know anything about that ball, but this guy right here should have it. He won the ball game.
You know what Coach does a great job of doing? Deflecting good, positive compliments. You don't take compliments really well, do you?
I don't know.
From your wife, maybe?
Nah, I don't know.
Yeah?
It's.
You're very modest, Bob. You've done such a great job here, really.
No.
You're going to say the boys. He's going to say the boys.
I was blessed to be in this place because
Yeah.
a lot of great athletes. I mean, there's 6 major leaguers that came through this place.
Can I mention them real quick?
You can mention all of them.
Okay, because I wrote them down. This is the major leaguers coming out of Capistrano Valley that Coach has coached. Eric Fox was with the A's, Don August with the Brewers, Brad Davis with the Marlins, Brandon Puffer with the Rangers, Kyle Hendricks with the Cubs, who pitched last night, and also Tyler Matzik with the Rockies, right? Did I say all that right?
You got them right.
Yeah, so you got 2 guys that are current right now, right?
Yes.
And maybe Bryce, how hard is that to get to the majors? I mean, as an announcer, as a producer, I can imagine doing what you guys do. It's extremely, extremely difficult to get there.
Well, I mean, it's always a dream to go there, so if I can get there, that'd be amazing, but I mean, who knows?
Yeah. Coach, I know that when you go out coaching, you're going to go back and look at great players like Bryce and the 3 young men. Any words of advice that you give them routinely that you can leave us with today?
Just have fun playing the game.
Have fun playing the game.
I've been at this school now for 39 years, never came to work once. They say, well, you got to work it, and baseball's a grind. Well, you know what? It's not. It's fun, and keep it fun. You know, when you step between the lines, play hard, and when you do that, and you win at the end, then it's really fun. But just these young boys keep it in perspective, and they're having fun.
I'm going to sneak in one more question. I know the answer already to this question, but I thought I'd ask it. Any regrets that you didn't move on, coach college, or even go into the pros?
Absolutely not. No, I had opportunities to go to college and into the professional ranks, and this is my niche. This is my niche.
Yeah, well, Capistrano Valley certainly blessed to have you. Coach Zamora, thanks for taking time out and doing this. It's a pleasure for me as a Cougar, as somebody that was here when you were at the school. Well, actually, when I was at the school, and you're still here, it's quite a pleasure to be seeing you coach, and it's an inspiration, I know it is, to the boys. Fantastic job.
Thank you so much, Paul.
Yeah, thank you. Bryce, good job. Good luck to you, young man. Good luck to your brother, Tyler, playing at Chapman, another fine product from Bob Zamora Baseball. Much more of Coach's Corner in the weeks ahead, so make sure you join us. Some exciting shows coming your way. For Coach Bob Zamora from Bob Zamora Field, this has been Cougar Baseball on Coach's Corner. Thanks for watching.